Hey, I'd like to build a truck and drive it.
She goes. I don't think it gets prettier.
This is where those bags will fit nicely in here.
I'm so glad we just kept her stock crate. Dude, I think you guys nailed it. The old with the new. I never wanted the Lambo, and this is a one-off, and nobody will ever have a truck like this, and that's why I love it.
We are here at our shop, and we have Preston Pierce here, right here. He's an awesome guy. He is locally here in town. He's got a great business doing swing sets.
Playground, we're a construction company for playgrounds for HOAs.
Yes, construction company, playgrounds, all this stuff, and every HOA needs a playground so kids can get hurt on. So super good guy, and he came to us with an idea. He goes, hey, I'd like to build a truck and drive it and go to the beach and go do this. And that, that idea is always easily said, oftentimes hard to accomplish. Some of them we couldn't quite get there because they were very complicated, but we got pretty far with all the ideas, I think.
I think you nailed it.
Yeah, and projects take time, and this one, is one of those that probably took longer than it should have been and cost more than it should have cost. I'll be honest with you. We're always fighting those battles of scope of work, what we want, price, this, that, right? And it's a battle. So anyways, we're done. We are so excited. We're handing him the keys today. And he's seen it. I don't think you've seen it completely 100%.
No, I probably stayed away for about a month and a half just because I wanted to see the final product.
Yeah, so we're done. We're gonna take him outside to the shop actually, and we're gonna go show it to him, go through it, introduce him to the truck, and let him drive it. We're gonna show him how everything works. And then he's driving it home today, all weekend. It's a great weekend to be cruising. The weather's still great, so
perfect.
Let's go out. Let's check it out. In the lane, ready to go.
Nice, look at her.
And we know this truck was purpose built for a purpose, to have fun.
Oh my God, that's cool.
Go to the beach. We've got you some bags to go in your drawers.
Oh,
so you guys can
awesome.
pack. So we got these Patagonia bags. Actually got back straps you can wrap on them too, so you can go as a backpack. And you can, a weekend getaway, throw some stuff in there, throw them in the drawer. We've got some a detail bag for wiping stuff down with a bunch of Meguiar's product in it. These are the jumper cables.
Okay.
They go to your truck. They go to the back here.
Terminals back here.
Okay, so they'll just plug right in there. So if you ever have to jump it, you just got that plugged in there, you're good to go.
Yep,
okay.
That's awesome.
And this is where those bags will fit nicely in here.
That's perfect.
Load up, slide them in there. Again, just try to be thinking about like, hey, the intended purpose, and you got some nice quality bags to go with it. I actually really like the Patagonia duffel bags a ton. I have like 4 of them at the house. All right, so this is a little bit of an owner's manual for you. So a lot of the things that go to your vehicle. So if you ever had an issue, you kind of got a book of all the junk that's in here.
Perfect.
Okay, all right. And then of course, we hope you're going to the beach. We've got you some beach towels. We've got you just a bunch of little fun things. Put these on your bikes, and have a good time. But let's talk about the truck, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're here.
We just got done watching the YouTube video.
Yeah.
I think it turned out awesome.
Yeah, you got to see that. And
yes.
So before you saw your truck. And so, this is also the sweet patina sauce. This is what we use to wipe the...
Oh, okay.
And so you'll have more of this, so you can keep wiping it down to maintain it. That's kind of what gives it this nice kind of depth, richness to it.
What sheen is that?
Well, it'll get a little bit flatter than that. Okay. But it's a good product that if you're, you can wipe it down with Meguiar's and all that kind of stuff too. But if you want to kind of like richen it up, there's a kind of a little process there you can follow, and you can just on a weekend wipe it down.
I love it.
Clean it all up. So you paid for it, so it's yours. So, but anyway, so at the end of the day, what do you think?
I love it.
Yeah?
I think it's awesome. It's a one-off. It's something I always wanted. I always grew up wanting a truck with the whole modern inside. I never wanted the McLarens. I never wanted the Lambo. And this is a one-off, and nobody will ever have a truck like this. And that's why I love it.
And it's cool too.
I think it's amazing. You guys did an amazing job.
Yeah, let's check it out. Why don't you get in and sit in?
Oh my God, that's great. Oh, also on the YouTube video, luckily I'm 5'8". I don't think it gets prettier. This is awesome.
Yeah.
Seats move, everything's
you got to turn it on.
You got to turn it on.
It's
inside it doesn't feel like an old truck at all, does it?
No, I mean it
looks beautiful.
An old truck, but not an old truck, but Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Dude, I think you guys nailed it. The old with the new. I know a lot of people will hate it, but I didn't build it for them. I built it for my wife and I to cruise,
for
to
you guys.
enjoy it. And
yeah.
I think it's awesome. I would recommend anybody coming here.
The only one that has to love this is you.
That's it.
And now there's a lot of naysayers out there, right?
Oh yeah. If we all worried about what people said, we wouldn't progress.
Exactly. All right, I'm gonna let
That's
you
awesome.
pop the hood. It's like opening a Christmas present. Right there is a little handle. Pop it open.
I know last time I grabbed the front camera.
She's all clean, ready to go.
You know, I'm so glad we just kept her stock crate.
Mm-hmm.
No turbos, no supercharger. I just wanted her clean, easy to drive, maintain, not too much horsepower. But again, you're still at what, 465?
Yeah, it'll be a 465.
And there's
I mean,
no
it's
weight.
good enough for a Camaro.
Yeah.
Right? So
it's perfect.
Yeah, you're gonna, and it's, a lot of this was also with you in mind, meaning how do we keep things as serviceable as we can, not hide everything. Some of the show trucks where you hide everything, I get phone calls and like, hey, where's my, because you can't find it. And, you know, I'm like, well, that's not easy to explain it. So, pretty cool.
Oh my gosh, dude, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So clean, so simple, easy to work on.
Well, when we put 1,000 miles on it, it gets a little dirty, and dust and stuff like that. And so, when we turn them over, they go on the lift, detail the entire bottom. We got McGuire's under there and rags, and just polishing everything up and just making everything look fresh and new, as if it was brand new off the showroom floor. And we want it to feel that way.
I love it.
So
We almost called it rough and rowdy.
Rough and rowdy, okay.
Because we like rough and rowdy.
Yeah.
But then we came up with Zoe. That's my wife's middle name, and I think it's perfect. Now you know the backstory.
We know the backstory.
Oh, I love it. I think she's gonna love it too.
I think she's gonna love it. You guys are gonna have a great weekend cruising this around.
And unlike most of your customers, you can tell her how much I paid. I just wanted to drop that. Go ahead.
Oh, you know what? That's when you know you have a good woman.
You can blackmail me anytime you want.
That's how you know you have a good woman, and when she's like, hey, but we're gonna have fun.
Yeah.
We had a project we did for a guy, an F100 Patina, and he was cruising it, and he's like, man, I got a lot of money into this thing, you know, and he loves it, and he's super excited about it, and he's been ripping the actual crap out of that thing, and I think it's that white one.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally, and they've taken long trips in it already. They've gone so many places, and
a lot of people put the value on the dollar and the ROI, and I don't. On this type of build, it's not about that.
yeah.
It's about making memories, you know. And you said it in the YouTube video, you know, be something to be able to pass down. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I love it. I wouldn't even cry over a penny spent on it.
We fought the weather stripping and sound on this. I don't know if you heard in the video. You can kind of hear a little wind noise, and it wasn't. The problem is you know you got wind that's hitting this.
Right.
You know you've got all this turbulence, and it causes noise, and we're trying to find where it comes from, and we have our own tactics. And anyways, we ended up adding a little bit more weather stripping, so I can kind of show you. You know, here's the traditional weather stripping here. And then we added a teeny tiny small secondary gasket right here. And that actually helped us kill a lot more of it.
Okay.
And so you can put brand new weather stripping in, which we have, and you can do all that stuff and you still get this little you do, and it's annoying. And now there is a level of acceptance you have to kind of like say that's reasonable, right?
Right,
And the guys are like, we got it 50% less. And I said, is that your very best? And then they look back at me, okay, we'll try a little harder. So, but as long as I know they've tried their very best, then you know we're good, and we did. So
I think it's awesome. And did you guys put like the sides where you can remove that in order to get to all the components, electrical and stuff?
Yep, all those side pieces on both sides are removable to access the controls and stuff underneath it without tearing the console
That's
out.
what Roger was telling me. He's like, you okay with that? I'm like, I think that's awesome.
Yeah, it doesn't really, you can't really tell, but
no, I can't tell at all. I was thinking you would see like a seam or a hinge, but that's clean.
No, it's clean. And then I know like you wear boots, right? And so I wanted to protect.
Always wear boots if you're a man.
Well, yeah. Well, okay.
I'm gonna send you a pair of boots.
Send me a pair of boots.
Do you have a pair of boots?
I don't have real cowboy boots.
I'm sending him a pair of boots.
Okay.
Put that on camera.
But we have the plastic little guard there, so you weren't going to scratch up your leather if your boots got the size.
Okay.
So again, these are like the little tiny things that I think of, my guys think of, and I was like, well, why don't you just 3D print a piece that goes over that, and then end of story, right? And so they custom contoured a 3D printed piece.
That's awesome.
And just to make sure that the leather stays in good shape, and you know.
So, because I was thinking you integrated the same here with the seats,
Yeah.
the different browns.
That's just a piece of plastic.
But it still looks like
Yeah.
almost the exact same color.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
beautiful.
No, it
Let's
turned
go.
out great.
Let's go rip it.
Let's go rip it. You ready to drive?
Let's rip it.
All right, let's do it.
Now I got to get Jason's foot size.
You're gonna have fun in this.
So pretty. There she goes.
Yeah.
She's nice.
I like her. Sounds good.
I wanted her as a daily cruiser, and you nailed it.
Yeah, air conditioning here. You got a center vent here for AC.
It's clean. It's not overdone. I don't think it's overdone on the inside.
This is your microphone for hands-free calling.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
sweet.
if Zoe, your wife, calls you, you're connected to Apple CarPlay. Now, the only thing we don't have figured out is the shifters.
The Tiptronic or whatever.
So turns out what we learned is that the new, we'll call them power packs from GM, that's not something that anyone's figured out. So we have, and our electrical engineer guy is to come up with a product that will fix it. And he's making it right now. So we'll have you come back in like 30 days and we'll put that in.
You know, you don't buy vehicles anymore that have that oomph.
Yeah.
You know, everything's so smooth, but nothing's nothing's mechanical. This feels more mechanical.
It's like that old school.
Yeah. It takes me back to the Idaho days, cruising on the back roads and having a good time.
Yeah.
I actually love it.
Yeah.
This thing's fun.
It's a tilt steering wheel, so you can tilt it down if you want to, like the old school tilt. Yeah. Custom sun visors to match. And then you got a USB and then USB-C charger there. So
I think it's everything I actually wanted. I think it's comfortable. Like you said in that video, you're like, hey, if you're above 5'10", it's not for you.
And there are ways to like cheat it.
We're good.
Yeah, we're good. But it's sometimes it's like the leg room and space is hard, and guys are like tall, and the average height of the person, you know, is just
Raise lower.
And your wife's like, how tall is she?
5'3".
Yeah, so she'll slide that up, and she's gonna be.
No, I love it. I love the old school feel. I think it feels great. And I wonder if people are starting to get that back into their blood.
They really are. There's a trend that's happening where people are saying too many screens in cars now. And so a lot of the articles I'm reading, some of the automotive, manufacturers are getting some feedback, and they're saying it's too much.
It's just too much.
Yeah, it's too much. Like, hey, my one radio screen is fine, but now I got a screen for everything now.
Right.
And I have to touch the screen for everything, and they kind of want some of those buttons.
Yeah, more analog.
You know. Now I like a little larger screen for my radio and stuff, and my tunes, and you get maps and navigation on here. That becomes real helpful.
Yeah, this is 100% Apple CarPlay friendly.
Yeah, it's cool.
And I feel like she's meant to be driven like you stole her.
You feel differently driving this.
100%. Okay, brother.
Okay, have a good time, man.
Another happy customer.
I'm glad you're happy.
And what size are your feet?
9.
Someone's getting boots.
Okay. All right. Oh, you brought me a little dog?
Brought you aces.
Hey. What do we got here?
Man of my word.
You are.
First pair of your boots ever.
Oh, man. Oh, those are nice.
Wow. Wear a pair of boots.
All right.
Ask questions.
Put them on right now.
you might need a shoehorn. All right.
We'll do it.
Jason.
Okay.
Appreciate
Take
that.
care. Thanks for bringing them down.
Yeah. Go burn it up.
Okay. We'll see
I guess
you
I'll be calling you for new rear tires here soon.
soon enough.
Good money, you're done.